Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be making a half elastic short with a 4 zipper, and I'm doing this video as a request from someone. So the measurements we're going to be using are here, and I'm going to mark my waist on this upper line. So I'm going to put my vertical measurements, of which my waist to hip is 8 inches and my crotch depth is my hip divided by 4, which is 10.5, which I'm just going to mark here. Then I'm going to put in the full length, which is at 17 inch. Guys, I'll correct this later. If you're putting the full length, please subtract the width of your band, which I forgot to do when I was drafting, but I'll correct it later. So my lines have been put, and this will be my hip line, this is my crotch line, and this will be my full length here. Then I'm going to come down from the crotch line here, come down by 3 inches from my thigh line, and just draw your line there. So I'm labeling this thigh line, and then we can come to the hip line, which is over here. So hip divided by 4, you put it at your waistline, at your hip line, and at your crotch line. Okay, so that is my 10.5. Since my hip is 42, divided by 4 is 10.5. Okay, then from here I'm going to go at the waistline, and here I'm going to subtract 1 inch. If you want, you can leave this out and use the actual hip measurement for both the front and the back. You just use the same one, but instead I'm going to subtract 1 inch from the front piece, of which I'm going to replace at the back. So you go ahead and connect that to make your curve. Then I'm going to extend my crotch line like this. Then for my crotch, I want a fitted trouser. So I'm going to divide my hip, which is 42, divide by 20, which gives me 2.1. That is what I use for my crotch extension. I use 2 inches for my crotch extension. And the thigh line, thigh divided by 2, I'm going to place it there. Then at the bottom, at the full length, you can subtract 1 inch and then just curve this side of the inner seam. Then I'm going to put in my zipper, my Faux zipper fly. Okay, this is like a fake zipper. So I've put 2 inches is what I'm using. At this point, I decided to curve my zipper fly a little bit at the bottom, and here at the bottom I've also corrected my full length as FL. Then I'm adding a hem allowance here of 1.5 inch. Okay, so this will be the hem. Then this is our front piece, and I'm going to just go ahead and add 0.5 inch allowance here at the top. This allowance will be used for joining the band to the short. Okay, then we can go ahead and cut our front part of the short. So after doing this, I noticed that this zipper fly, I won't be able to fold in my zipper. So I just cut in this excess that I had put for the zipper fly, this extension, so that I can be able to fold in my fly zipper here. So we can now go to the back piece, and I went ahead to extend these horizontal lines, as you can see. So here at the waist, I have replaced the 1 inch this side. Then we're going to extend the back part by 2 inches. So here at the waistline, add your 2 inches, at the crotch line 2 inches, at the thigh line 2 inches, up to the bottom I'm extending by 2 inches. Then I'm going to go to the hip line and also put my 2 inches here. Then I'm going to put my back crotch, okay, which I'm going to curve at this point and join the bottom point. Okay, then for the front, I'm going to use the original waistline here before putting the allowance. That's what I'm going to use. So I'll measure my elastic, which is 1.5 inch. So I'm going to need a band of 4 inches. So I'm just going to mark 4 inches, 4 inches, 4 inches, because the back band is going to be folded in. Okay, it's going to be folded in. So when you measure the front piece, the back piece is measuring 12.5, then the front waist is 9.5. If you add those two, they'll give you 22 inches, and that's okay, because if you divide 42 by 2, it gives you 21 inches. So you have an excess of 1 inch, which will be used as 0.5 inch sewing allowance. So we come to the back now. This is how the back will be folded, okay? So I went ahead to cut this piece directly on fabric, as you can see, okay? So I'm going to start with working with the back piece. So we're going to work on the back piece, of which right sides facing each other, we're going to join the crotch first. So the pieces have been joined, and then the next thing that you're going to do is get your ruler and measure where 4 inches is, then measure 1.5 upwards, and that is where your folding will begin from, okay? Then at the bottom this side, you fold in the 0.5 inch sewing allowance, which will act as a sewing allowance for a neater finish for the back waistband. So I have folded it in, as you can see. Now what you can do for your elastic, if you want to know how much of the elastic to use for your bag, get your elastic, then give it a maximum stretch. When you do that, that is the length that you're going to need for your elastic, okay? So mine, I think, measured somewhere 14 inches. So you go ahead and stretch it until it stretches to the maximum. Then that is how much you're going to need, okay? So after that, you can go ahead and just sew it on your sewing machine. As you are sewing, make sure you are stretching the fabric both in front and backwards, in front and at the back, as you sew, to come up with this. So now that we are done with our back, we can now come to the front piece. So for the front piece, right sides facing each other, like this. Then you're just going to make a stitch here where I'm passing my chalk. Your stitch should look like this. So I went ahead and made the stitch, and when you open up your piece like this, you already find that one part falls into a zipper fly like this, okay? And from this you can draw up your zipper fly. So mine is measuring 1.5 inch wide, okay? So I'll just follow through this, and as you can see, I've made a stitch here, okay? Then I'm going to put in my band for the front, and as you can see, the 0.5 inches will cut out for the allowance here. So I went ahead to join this band. Then right sides facing each other, I'm going to join my back, okay? So I just make sure that the side seams are aligning at the side seams of the band. So you can see, fold in this part of your band, okay, and just do the same at the other side. So just watch what I'm doing. Then you can go ahead and make a stitch of 0.5 inch at the side seams. So I went ahead to do that so that I achieve this neat finish. As you can see, the side seams of the bands, very neat. Okay, so now I'll go to the front part of the band and just fold in 0.5 inch allowance. Then we'll make a stitch. Now this stitch, make sure that you make the stitch, and the stitch should be like in between this seam or just on top of the band, but in between for a neater finish. So now here is how the front part looks, and this is the back of my shirt. And as you can see, I went ahead and also closed in the inner seam. Then you can go and put in your hemming allowance. So it's at this moment that you should get your measuring tape and measure from the waistband up to the bottom to know how long you want your short to be. Okay, so mine, I had a little bit of excess because I did not subtract the band, but I later changed. I wanted it to be 17 at the beginning. I decided to change it to 16 inch. So I went ahead to cut the excess and I folded in my hem for my short to be 16 inches, which I achieved, and it's now at 16 inches. Okay, and here is the finished look again, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and like my content, guys. See you next time.